Good Monday evening, everyone. Meteorologist Collin Rogers here, filling in for Keith tonight. It was a windy day. We had wind gusts anywhere between 35 and 50 miles per hour at times today. But those winds starting to die down now this evening. They canceled the wind advisory early. Counties north of I-94 were under a wind advisory throughout much of the day. That now has been canceled early, thanks to those winds dying down. And those winds will continue to calm down throughout the overnight hours, and clouds will decrease as well. And that'll set us up for a chilly night, a chilly start to our Tuesday morning. But much warmer temperatures are on the way in the coming days, including what could be the warmest day we've had so far in 2025. Maybe our first 80-degree temperature here in Kalamazoo. It's possible. I'll get more into that in just a minute. But right now, we're dealing with those cloudy conditions as we take a live look over downtown Kalamazoo. You can see a little bit of clearing there in the distance. Battle Creek showing some of the same cloudy conditions. Let's flip you over to Holland, though, because they're starting to notice some clearing occurring. That camera about to come up. You'll notice some clearing occurring right now in Holland. And eventually, we'll all see that decrease in cloud cover, setting us up for some mainly clear skies later on tonight. Shannon, good evening to you. Hopefully you had a wonderful day as well. Gwen, good evening to you. Thanks for tuning in. Jeanette, hello to you. Certainly was a windy day. Knocked out our recycling totters. Yeah, it was windy for sure. Had a Herbie alert for your Monday. Some like 40, 45, even 50 mile per hour wind gusts reported across some portions of West Michigan. So right now, satellite and radar confirming that we're dealing with some cloud cover pretty much across the entire area. You'll notice a little bit of clearing occurring in areas like Holland. And eventually this cloud deck is going to move off to the east, and we have clear skies off to the west. So notice on the other side of Lake Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, they're clear right now. Not seeing any cloud cover. That's what's on the way later tonight and for your Tuesday morning as well. Of course, clear skies, though, overnight means colder temperatures. So expect a chilly morning as you step out the door on Tuesday morning. But here's a look at those highest wind reports that we've had today. So notice Kalamazoo, Battle Creek had a wind gust of 39 miles per hour. The big winner was Grand Rapids. They had a wind gust there at the airport, 47 miles per hour. Muskegon, a 46 mile per hour report as well. So certainly was a windy day, no doubt about that, but those winds really calming down throughout the overnight hours. They're already starting to calm down. You'll notice the highest wind gust on the map right now is Lansing, but that's, of course, further east. Most of our area dealing with wind gusts anywhere between 15 and 30 miles per hour. So those winds really calming down into the overnight hours. We'll also see a decrease in clouds. So notice tomorrow morning should see a good amount of sunshine. Temperatures starting off in the upper 30s. So you want to have that jacket with you as you step out the door Tuesday morning. But by the afternoon hours, and I will say hour by hour showing a few spotty showers tomorrow afternoon, I don't buy it. I think we'll stay dry. We'll just notice an increase in cloud cover. So some more clouds around Tuesday afternoon, but look at those temperatures climbing back up into the mid to upper 60s. So overall, pretty nice day for your Tuesday. Some morning sunshine, some afternoon cloud cover. I think it's Tuesday evening. That's when we'll start to see some more rain pushing into the region. And it will be a narrow band of rain, maybe a rumble of thunder as well. So not everyone's going to see it, but I think the best chance to see rain tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, is going to be along and south of I-94. That's where it looks like we'll have a warm front kind of stall across our region. And we could see a band, a line of rain, and maybe some rumbles develop Tuesday evening, Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. But then I think the rest of the day, Wednesday, looks dry with partly cloudy skies. And that's when we'll welcome back in some 70-degree temperatures by Wednesday afternoon. Brenda, good evening to you, checking in from Bloomingdale. David, no worries here about hitting 80 along the lakeshore. Yeah, you know, the spring, of course, keeps you guys cooler right up against the lake. But the good news is we'll be having some southeasterly winds. So with those winds coming more out of the east, you don't have that strong effect that a southwesterly wind will do. So could get a little warmer against the lakeshore than you would with a southwesterly kind of flow. So that's the good news there if you're hoping for warmer weather, David. Kenny, hello, checking in from Comstock Township. Thank you for tuning in, Kenny. Mike, happy Monday to you. Hopefully it was a good one. Carol, good evening, checking in from Sturgis. Hope you have a wonderful night as well, Carol. Jerry, good evening to you. Mikey, just shared you out, my friend Colin. Well, thank you so much, Mikey. Carla, you're very welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Wilson, hello, checking in. Brenda, you're very welcome. And David saying he likes the east winds. Yeah, we'll have more of a southeasterly flow throughout much of the week. So that will allow most of the region, even if you're close to the lakeshore, to get in on some of those warmer temperatures. Of course, if you're right on the lake, that's a different story. You're just a little too close. But if you're a little further inland, maybe, right along 196, you could be dealing with some of those warmer temperatures despite being closer to the lake. So Candace, good evening to you. You're very welcome. Debbie, good evening. Checking in from Hickory Corners. Kelly saying today was great. It was. We had those cooler temperatures by the late afternoon and the evening hours, and it was windy. I think without the winds, today would have been phenomenal. Mike, Mikey's saying you're very welcome. Thank you so much. Joyce, well, good news for you, Joyce. These winds are going to be much more calm throughout the next several days. It's not until the weekend will be a little bit more breezy once again. David saying 4.5 miles inland. Yeah, so you could get in some of these warmer temperatures, not quite as warm as areas further inland, but with a southeasterly wind, I think that we'll be dealing with some warmer temperatures a little closer to the lakeshore than typical. But notice, there's those highs, 74 Wednesday, 79 on Thursday. I think that some of us could be seeing our first 80-degree day of the year. The warmest it's gotten so far in Kalamazoo this year has been 77. So right now, I'm already forecasting the warmest day so far in 2025. But I think that we could even make it a degree warmer in some areas and hit 80 degrees. We'll see. Either way, it's going to be warm. It's going to be toasty out there on Thursday. And it's a drier heat as well. We're not going to be humid. So that's the good news there. We'll get a nice kind of dry heat for your Thursday. Friday will be a little cooler, still well above average. Our average high is in the lower 60s this time of year. But that will come along with a better chance for rain and maybe some thunderstorms as well. This weekend, cooler, but pretty nice for this time of year. Your last weekend of April. We'll see weekend temperatures in the 60s both days, maybe flirting with 70 come Sunday. But overall, much warmer temperatures than what we've been dealing with. I was just looking. Let me see if I can find this graphic, if I can pull it back up for you guys. I was just looking, and we actually had two seasonable days in a row, like 2 days in a row, today and yesterday, were right where we were supposed to be. We hit our average high right on the dot. So let's go ahead and look at that the past 2 weeks. You'll notice departure from normal, 0, both today and yesterday. Our average high yesterday was 61. Our average high today was 62. So we were right where we're supposed to be today and yesterday. Of course, that came off of 3 well above average days with high temperatures in the 60s and the 70s last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And a roller coaster ride we've been on, over the last 2 weeks, ups and downs. I don't really see much of that in the future. We're going to just be well above average. So we'll have some well above average days, but I'm not seeing any major cool downs on the way, at least the rest of the month. So the next 10, 11 days as we wrap up our April. But we'll notice tonight, those clouds decreasing, those winds calming down. So if you're not a fan of the windy conditions, won't be dealing with those really gusty winds later tonight. Shouldn't have those winds. Sometimes they might rattle something outside or wake you up. Not dealing with that late tonight, at least. We'll also notice those decreasing clouds as well. So that will allow us to drop all the way down into the upper 30s. And your 7-day forecast showing a lot of warmth on the way. There is the opportunity for some rain, mainly along and south of I-94. That coming Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, and then into early Wednesday. And then once again, the opportunity for some spotty showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, Thursday evening, Thursday night. But our best chance of rain area-wide is going to be on Friday, especially during the afternoon and the evening hours. I think we'll be dealing with some more rain, maybe some thunderstorms as well mixed in. And then behind that front, cooler for the weekend, but pleasant, partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 60s, both Saturday and Sunday. We warm right back up into the 70s come next Monday, our last Monday in April. Let's go ahead and read some more of these comments. Ryan, checking in from Jackson. Warm temperatures coming. For sure, Ryan. Jackson's one of those spots that can always be kind of the warm, hot spot, So I think Jackson perhaps could make it into the low 80s come Thursday afternoon. Brad, doing well. Hope you are too. Thanks for tuning in. Wilson, checking out. Good night. You're very welcome, Wilson. Teresa, hello from Portage. Thanks for tuning in. Ken, checking in from Kalamazoo. Hey, Ken. Teresa. Oh, that was a double comment. Hello from Portage. Correcting her mistake there. Jesse, good evening to you from Vicksburg. David, 60's fine with me. Yeah, that's perfect. That's right where we've been the last few days, and that's where we should be again tomorrow. Nice weather on tap for your Tuesday, David. Wilson, love them thunderstorms, especially at night while I'm in bed. Not dealing with thunderstorms tonight, but some calm conditions. Michelle, hello to you. Marissa, heard there's supposed to be a meteor shower tonight after midnight. I may have to do my research on that one. I'm just doing a quick Google search. But I've not heard of that, but I would not be surprised if there is one. It looks like it peaks on April 22nd. It's the meteor shower has been active between April 16th and 25th, but it peaks late tonight. So yes, you're right. Hopefully we'll luck out and be able to see that. You'll have to wait until those clouds clear, though. Jesse, our friends tipped over in the pasture. Yeah, it sure was windy. No doubt about that today. Brenda, good night to you. Yeah, some nice chilly weather for you. That cold air kind of coming in with those windows open. Tina, good evening to you. How much rain? I live in the floodplain area in Kalamazoo. Doesn't look like we'll have significant rainfall, anything like that. Maybe a quarter inch. Usually we wait a little longer to get an exact idea of how much rain will fall. But right now, to me, I would say right around a quarter inch, maybe less for the day on Friday, Brenda. Or Tina, rather, sorry. Also, not really looking at severe storms out of this setup. Maybe a stronger storm, but I think this is primarily rain and then just some general thunderstorms. Stay tuned to that forecast, though. Things could change a little throughout the week. Ron, good evening to you. Checking in from Three Rivers. Cynthia saying that sunset was awesome tonight in South Haven. Yeah, some clearing out over the lake. It's always cool when you have the clouds overhead and the setting sun there in the distance pops out of the clouds the last second. That's always a nice evening, Cynthia. Marissa, hopefully nice for Sturgis prom on Saturday. Partly outside venue. Yeah, partly cloudy. Temperatures in the 60s on Saturday. In the evening, it'll get a little cooler, probably down into the, mid to lower 50s by Saturday evening. Mikey, you're very welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Janita from Marshall would be happy with some sunshine. Janita, you'll see it tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow morning, at least. Some more clouds build in throughout the afternoon hours. Fern, good evening to you. Checking in from Lawrence. Judy, hello to you from Bronson. Jesse saying all the horses are safe. That's good news there. Molly, hello to you. Turning 50 next week. Well, happy early birthday, Molly. Hopefully it's a great one. Chris, hello to you. Checking in from OC, Ottawa County. Thanks for tuning in, Chris. And Marissa, missed it down here in Coldwater. All right, so that's your 7-day forecast. Pretty nice conditions over the course of the next 7 days. Not bad at all. We're not seeing any of those major cool downs. Even look at lows. I think a lot of attention goes on the high temperatures for the day, but our coldest low over the course of the next 5-6 nights, or 6 or 7 nights, I should say, is tonight, 39. And then the rest of our lows primarily are in the 40s and 50s. So that'll be pretty nice. I've been able to turn my heat off the last few days and just save on that electric bill is always nice, when we have these comfortable temperatures. Michelle, you're very welcome. Tina, you're very welcome. Candace, say nice forecast. I hope you enjoy your evening too. And Jesse, no thunder in the forecast tonight. That's some good news there. Hey, I'll be on ARC West Michigan tonight at 10, back on News Channel 3 at 11. Meteorologist Jeff Porter in tomorrow morning, bright and early. He'll get you covered from 4:30 until 9 a.m. on News Channel 3. And then, he'll be back at noon. Make sure to follow me on Facebook. I try to update you there as much as possible when needed. Collin Rogers, WWMT. And on Twitter, I'm Collin_WWMT. Hopefully you all have a great evening. We'll see some clearing skies tonight. Those winds will die down as well tonight. So pretty calm overnight for you tonight and some fabulous weather on the way. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye.